Next is I'm glad Hello, how's it going? I'm Julia, and for this video I'm doing another yes, no, maybe, because I still have a lot of books that I have read recently and haven't talked about, and I'm not going to separate them into different videos. So first one is The Lover's Dictionary by David Leviathan. I say this is a yes. I really enjoyed this. It is alphabetized and it uses words to tell stories, and I thought that was really interesting and I liked it. Camera Shy by Kay Cove. I'm gonna say no on this one. I didn't like this one at all, unfortunately. I really wish that I had, though. Next is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one is a yes. Emily Henry just has such cute books, and I loved this. Next is Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffrey. This is a maybe. I enjoyed this, but it wasn't my favorite. So, next is Playing the Palace by Paul Rudnick. This is gonna be a no for me. I just didn't like this. It felt very like a ripoff of Red, White, and Royal Blue, but also it was trying to be funny, and it wasn't funny, in my opinion, so this is a no. Next is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. This is a yes, but I am not someone who loves, like, dating show books, but this wasn't, like, super dating show, so I really liked this. But I did not like that aspect of it. So next is I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. This one's a yes. I think it's really difficult to kind of rate a biography because it is someone's life, so you can't really be like, this was boring. I did really enjoy this, though. I listened to it, and Jeanette McCurdy was the narrator, so I think that's why I had liked it so much. But it was really interesting to kind of see inside of, like, the Nickelodeon world and everything that was going on with her mom and everything like that. So this is a yes. Next is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. This is a maybe. I enjoyed this until the end. I didn't like the end. So, yeah. Next is Ace of Spades by Farida Ebike Yemide. This is a maybe. I didn't particularly like this. I was bored some of the time. This was, like, when it was like, it's still popular, but, like, when it was just coming out, this was being compared to, like, Gossip Girl. I think this is more Pretty Little Liars, so I think I kind of went in with, like, a different mindset, like, thinking that it was gonna be one thing, and it turned out to be another. I did like it, but it wasn't my favorite. I felt like it could have been a little more fast-paced, so I think it just kind of dragged on a little too long for me, but it was good. Next is Blackbird by Brynn Weaver. This is a yes. I really enjoyed this. I love a good dark rom-com. This was, like, actually made me laugh. I say this a lot, but, like, books do not usually make me, like, laugh out loud, and this made me laugh out loud. Fantastic. Loved it. I cannot wait for the movie. Next is Leather and Lark by Brynn Weaver. This one is also a yes. I can't decide. I think I liked the first one more. I felt like the end of this was a little rushed, but I did enjoy this just as much. It's another dark rom-com, and it also made me laugh, so this is a yes. Next is Fairy Godmothers Inc. This one is going to be a no for me. I was just a little bored. I wanted to enjoy it because I love, like, fairy tales and retellings, but this one just didn't do it for me, and I'm kind of sad about it. Next is Once More with Feeling by Alyssa Suzman. This is a maybe or a no. I'm gonna say a no. I didn't love it. I felt like it was dumb. I felt like she was dumb. I felt like he was dumb, and it was all just a lot, and I didn't like it, so I feel like neither one of them, especially her, I can't remember her name, but I feel like neither one of them deserved a happy ending. Next is The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. This is going to be a maybe for me. I thought it was good. I didn't like how it was spread. Like, the idea is there, and I liked the idea, but I didn't like how it was, like, written and how the story went and how the mystery went. So a maybe on this one. I'm also like not a huge mystery thriller person. So me saying this is kind of like might be irrelevant to some people, but it just was okay. I didn't love it. Next is The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Welther. This is a yes. I really enjoyed this. It was cute. It's like just a little YA summer romance, and there's a little bit of sadness in there, but I really enjoyed this. I thought it was good. Next is Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. This is a big yes. I love Julie Soto. Forget Me Not was fantastic. This was also fantastic. I cannot wait for her next book. And I know this one's going to be a fantasy, so I'm really excited for that. But this was just fantastic. I loved it so much. I loved just everything about this. I just love Julie Soto, so this is a yes. The next is The Witches by Rachel Griffin. This one is a yes for me. I loved this. The witches in this book are all part of a season, and the main character Clara, she is a witch that's all of them. Like, she has all the seasons. What is it called? I can't remember what she's called, but this was fantastic. It was very much about global warming, and I loved that. I loved how it was written, and I thought this was really good. And when this book is naked, hold on, beautiful. I loved it so much. I also bought her other books in hardcover because they're all beautiful like that. Next is A Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. This is a yes for me. I loved this so much. It's a cute little like Christmas winter romance, smutty. It's adorable. I loved it. I'm super excited for the next book. Can't remember anyone's names, but I believe it's the pizza guy. His name might be Nate. I don't know, but so cute. Loved it so much. I have been actually wanting to read the novellas for those, and I haven't. Next is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. This one is a yes for me. I loved this so much. It's an arranged marriage, so that they can get like health and housing in college, and then they just like go their separate ways. And 5 years later, they are not divorced like he said that they were, and she has to go and pretend to be a doctor and all of these things that she is not. And it was just fantastic, and I loved it so much. I love Christina Lauren. Honestly, Christina Lauren is a hit or miss for me, but these past couple of books have just been hits, and I love them so much. Next is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This one is gonna be a no for me, maybe. I don't know, maybe or no. I'm going more towards no because I wasn't particularly fond of either of the main couple. So it was just a little annoying to read this. I thought they were annoying, and I didn't like them, and I thought they were stupid. So this is a no. Next is Queen Charlotte by Julia Quinn and Shonda Rhimes. This is gonna be a no for me. Watch the show. You actually get more out of the show. This next one is Becoming by Michelle Obama. Another one that I think is like kind of hard to rate because it is a biography, but I'm gonna give this a yes. I loved this a lot. I also listened to this one, and she was the narrator, and I thought it was fantastic kind of seeing like how being the wife of a politician went, because it was just interesting to kind of see into that world a little bit, and I really enjoyed this. Next is Gothicana by Runnix. This is a yes. I loved this. I love a little dark academia teacher-student. So this was really good, and there's a little mystery to it and a little magic in it. So I did really love this. I'm really excited for the next one. It also kind of reminded me of Wednesday. Just a little bit, like just like the vibes of it. So if you liked Wednesday, you might like that, but like more adult. The next is The 100 Loves of Juliet by Evelyn Skye. This is a yes. I loved this so much. The execution of separating them and just telling the stories of how they've fallen in love, and how she dies, and how he just has to live with all of this and continue to fall in love with her. and just watch her die just so many times. And I just loved it a lot. It was really good. Next is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Tao. This is a yes. My friend told me to read this. I listened to the audiobook, and for like the last hour of it, I just sobbed. So if you want to have a good cry, this is the one for you to do it too. It was beautiful. I kind of want to read his next one, but at the same time, I don't want to read the next one. So yes. Next is Begin Again by Emma Lord. This is a yes for me. I really love Emma Lord. I thought this one was super cute. She goes to college where her mom did, and she's just trying to do all these things to kind of connect with her mother because she's passed away. And she meets a boy there, and she starts doing a radio show, like behind the scenes. And it was super cute, and I loved this. Emma Lord is one of my favorite YA authors, and I will always read her. She is just an automatic buy for me. Next is I Kissed Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. This one is going to be a no from me. I didn't like Shara, and I didn't like Chloe. I didn't like Shara. I didn't like the fact that Shara just left and gave them a little treasure hunt. I thought that was annoying. And I felt like Chloe was just obsessed, and not in a good way. So I just felt like they were two bad characters trying to connect in a very bad way, and I don't think it worked out. I don't think the execution was done well. I feel like this could have been a lot better. I think Casey McQuiston is a really good author, and yeah, I just wish that it would have kind of gone in a different way. Next is When You Get the Chance by Emma Lord. This is a yes from me, so I don't think that comes as a shock. This is a Mamma Mia retelling, and I loved this so much. It was so cute. It was just, again, just a cute summer romance, and just perfect, and I loved it so much. Next is Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This is a yes. I read this because it's my favorite movie as a kid, was the Jeremy Sumpter Peter Pan, and I just feel like you can't go wrong, so yes. And it's a classic for a reason, you know? Next is Normal People by Sally Rooney. This is gonna be a maybe. I listened to this as well. I thought it was good. I don't understand the hype around the book, but I understand the hype around the show. The show, which I watched before reading, was fantastic, but I just didn't understand the hype around the book. I feel like they're just two different things. So this is a maybe. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was like fantastic. I did enjoy it though. Next is Lovelight Farms by B.K. Borison. This is also gonna be a maybe for me. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. I thought like it dragged on for a really long time, and felt like it was a little unnecessary. But I am interested in reading the rest of them. I did like the other characters. I just don't think I liked her writing style, and that's what makes me kind of hesitant to move on. Next is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. This is a huge yes from me. This has been sitting on my shelf for years, and I got it on Libby to listen to, and it is so cute. I loved this so much. It's her ex-fiance's brother, and they're gonna be in a wedding. She's the maid of honor. I believe he's the best man. And it was just super cute, and I loved it. And I love the cover as well. Like, the cover is so cute. Next is Second First Impressions by Sally Thorne. This is a big yes for me. I loved this so much. Another cute one. Side characters were fantastic. She works at an old folks, kind of town, and she's just in charge of it, and he comes and he's just rude to her, and it just so good. I loved it so much. To Heaven to Heist by Sarah Desai. This is a yes for me. I really enjoyed this. I feel like she shouldn't have ended up with who she ended up with, but I think there's going to be another one, and she needed to end up with this person so that they could continue on, I think. But I did enjoy this. I thought it was cute, the mystery to it. So yeah, this was good. Next is My Life with the Walter Boys. This one is gonna be a maybe. I don't know how I feel about this. I thought it was fine. It wasn't terrible. It is YA Wattpad, And if I would have read this when I was 13, 14, I would have been down like bad for this. But I'm not 14 anymore, so this was good. It wasn't great. It gives Wattpad, so. The next is Burn Our Bodies Down by Rory Power. This one is gonna be a no from me. I did not like this. I wish that I did. I love the concept of it. I think that it would have been really good if it just kind of didn't drag on. I was just kind of like, okay, what's gonna happen? And it just felt like too much. Like there was too many questions kind of unanswered at the end, I think. Like some were answered, but I'm still like sitting here like, I don't understand. So that's how I feel about this one. Next is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. This is a yes. I loved this so much. It was so cute. Just, I personally, and I say this all the time, love the pregnancy trope when it is done well. And this was done so well. Spectacular. I loved it so much. I love it. Hannah Bonham Young is now like an automatic buy for me. I loved them. Next is Next of Kin and Next to You. These both are yeses, but I liked Next of Kin more. Both fantastic. I just felt like Next of Kin was better, so. Next is A Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armez. This is a yes from me. I loved this. I thought it was so cute. And I just, yeah, that's it. It just was an adorable read. Quick, liked it. Next is The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armez. This one is a maybe. I didn't like it. I felt like she just rewrote The Spanish Love Deception just with different characters. And like she just went, and I understand that like a lot of romance are like the same plot, like they're gonna fall in love, but I just felt like this was the same exact book, just with different characters in a different setting. So next is Savvy Sheldon Feels Good as Hell by Taj McCoy. This one is gonna be a maybe for me. It wasn't great, but it also wasn't terrible. I just felt like it was just kind of there, and I didn't hate it. I felt like she was annoying, and I felt like she was really rude. But I don't know. It was good. I liked it. It just wasn't like something that I would recommend to someone. Next is You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogel. Another maybe. I personally felt like these two just hated each other, but he had more love for her than she had love for him, and he was trying, and he was trying to like fix their relationship, and she was just trying to ruin it, and I found it really annoying, and I didn't like them. I didn't like her especially. Next is The Dixon Rule by Elle Kennedy. This is a yes. I love Elle Kennedy. Super pissed because she said we were getting a series on all of the kids, but we're getting multiple series of the kids and their friends. I'm mad about it because I don't really give a shit about their friends, but I thought this was cute and I liked it. It does have an ex-boyfriend who is stalking her, and he assaults her at one point. I think he punches her in the face, but so trigger warning, but I liked this. I thought it was good. I really love Elle Kennedy. Next is Love Buzz by Neely Tubati Alexander. This one is gonna be a no. I honestly can't remember what this was about, but I remember I didn't like it and I felt like I was bored, so I'm gonna say no. Next is All Roads Leave Here by Mariana Zapata. This is a yes. I loved this so much. I love A Grumpy Sunshine, and I loved the side characters in this as well. I think this is my favorite Mariana Zapata of what I've read of hers, but I definitely want to continue reading her. I like her, and her slow burns don't really feel like slow burns. Next is Tessa Bailey, Secretly Yours. This is gonna be a no from me. Again, I was bored and I didn't like it, and I'm sad about it. I've read other Tessa Bailey, and maybe it's just like my mind has changed because I don't think they're that much different, but this one I just didn't like. I just felt like it dragged and it just could have been a lot better. And I don't understand how he didn't know that she was a secret admirer. Next is What You Wish For by Catherine Center. This one is a yes from me. I loved this so much. I loved the romance in this, and I also loved the side characters and the side plots. I thought it was done really well, and I really like Catherine Center as well. The only other book that I read is The Bodyguard, but I also really enjoyed that one. Next is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This one's a yes. I just love romances like this. They're just quick and easy and fun, and she's just really good at it, and I really enjoyed this. I'm excited for the second one. Next is Float Plan by Trish Doller. This is a yes from me as well. I loved this. Her fiance passes away and he leaves her his boat, so they had a plan to go sailing across the world, and she decides to go on her own, and she meets this guy who's going to help her, and the character development in this and just the story of not only her but both of them like kind of coming together to learn about each other, and her learning about sailing and all of this, I just really liked it. I thought it was really, really, really good. Last is Get a Life, Chloe Brown. This one is also a maybe. I kind of zoned out while I was listening to this, but I thought it was fine. It just wasn't great. Again, I don't particularly like either character. I just didn't feel like I don't know, like I could connect to either one, but I get her pain. I don't have fibromyalgia, but I do have a lot of muscle aches. So it was good. But that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. All of my social medias will be down below. Bye.